Calling Nick Pope. He ran the UK's UFO program.
Nick Pope?
Hey,
Nick Pope.
Nick, what's up, brother? It's Big D and Bubba. Good talking to you, man.
Hey, yeah, good to talk to you.
Yeah. How you feeling about this disclosure? The UFOs and Congress, it's all out in the open.
It's amazing. It's a real vindication, I think, for everyone who has ever looked at this. And if people called them crazy, now it's like, hey, Congress is looking at this.
It's so crazy because, to me, like everybody has always said, oh, that's a conspiracy theory. They never recovered any craft at Roswell or at any of the other, reported crash sites and that kind of stuff. Now we can look at this with new eyes and say, okay, well, what is real? What is not? What really happened here? What really didn't happen there? I mean, the guy who was there at Roswell posing with the parts of the weather balloon came out later and said, nah, it was really a spacecraft.
Yeah, this I think gets to the heart of it. What we heard in Congress was effectively confirmation that all these things, all these rumors and stories, which previously I think skeptics could say, well, this is just the stuff on conspiracy blogs and forums. Now here it is with the people under oath in Congress putting this on the record and saying, not directly perhaps, but certainly indirectly, that all these stories about crashed spaceships at places like Roswell are true. And Congress, of course, is doing further work to validate this. Some of the information has been given already in private hearings because, of course, some of this is so highly classified, it can't be discussed.
So, Nick, what happens now? Is it wide open? It seems like no one still cares. Like, I talk to my buds, and they're like, huh, what's going on? I'm like, seriously? Like,
it's being glossed over.
What is happening?
Well, I think there's a kind of psychological factor here. This is almost so big and paradigm changing that a lot of people simply can't process it. Therefore, they don't want to even think about it. It's like, no, we would have to rethink everything about who we are, what our place is in the cosmos, politics, religion, science, technology, everything. We'd have to rewrite the history books, and that's just too much for a lot of people to deal with who've got to go and do their jobs and file their taxes and go to the grocery store. It's like, I can't deal with this. It's too challenging.
It's just hard to ignore whenever you have all these, people coming out and testifying in front of Congress under oath, where if they're lying, they go to prison.
Yeah.
And you have credible witnesses with great backgrounds, decorated veterans, you name it, from all walks of life. And I think, at this point, we're just done with all the covering up. I think we're ready for the full disclosure. There are things, obviously, technology-wise, that we're not going to know for quite some time, but we need to get the answers and say, yes, it's official. This is what's going on. We've been in contact with them. We have this kind of discussions with them, because it has to be. At that level, over this many years, there has to have been contact.
Yeah, I think so. And again, we heard that yesterday from one of the witnesses, of course, was the whistleblower, David Grush, but the other two were the U.S. Navy pilots, David Fravor and Ryan Graves. And they, talking about contact, they're talking about something with a technology that runs rings around the cutting edge of our own, aerospace technology. And frankly, the pilots testified at the end, and they said this thing, if it had been hostile, there would be nothing we could do. Therefore, the technology, this is an existential threat, in one sense, to the United States.
Unless it's been reverse engineered by the United States.
Unless it's that.
There is that as well. So a lot of things that are very interesting out of that.
Nick Pope, you can check him out also on his Ancient Aliens live show. You can get all the information, ancientalienslive.tour.com, to see him and the guys on stage doing this and more. Nick, always appreciate the time, and exciting times you're living in, sir. Thank you.
Thanks.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
All right. Well, that was great. That was good. You did good.
Thank you.
I have no idea what it was because this is taped afterwards, but
you were amazing, though.
Thanks. Appreciate it.